It's your girl Chante, host of the Chante Show, only podcast online hosted by me, your girl Chante. I got my special guest host in the building today, finally, for the very first time, but most definitely will not be the last time. I got my girl Supaa in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Supaa,
What's up?
Miss
What's up?
Girls Gone Girls.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Don't be
I'm
doing
so
me
happy
though.
to hear
Don't
you.
get on here
Have
and be
you?
talking about finally. I'm trying.
Like it's been a long time coming.
It has. But look, you know what? It's worth the wait though.
It's worth the wait?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
All right, let's get into it. Well, Supaa, what I like to do when I kick off the podcast, I like to get the listeners a little motivation that's going to get them through the week. Since it's your first time here, you got anything for my people?
Yeah, I'm gonna say keep going.
Yeah.
No matter what. I'm gonna say don't give up. I've given up like so many times.
Yeah.
Within like the past 2 years. Just even like this journey right here, like just don't give up. Keep going. Even those days you wake up and you're like nobody's liking it. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's I just got invited to Facebook for the bonuses the other day. You know, and I'm sitting there, I'm saying to my peoples, like, look, you see, like, it doesn't sound like it's a big thing, you know what I mean? But you have to get invited by that platform to be able to do those things.
It is
so
a big thing.
You just gotta be consistent, and people will understand that.
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you just gotta be consistent,
and
just the biggest thing is like putting God first and believing in yourself for real.
That's that.
Honestly.
That's that. I love that. I'm gonna actually piggyback off that. I know it seems like a simple thing to say, keep going, but it's so powerful because we quit too easily. We tell somebody about our big plans, what we gonna do. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, and then when it don't go exactly the way you thought it was gonna go.
Well, stop telling your plans is the number one thing too. Stop telling your plans. I had a very nasty habit of telling what my you're not supposed to tell your left hand what your right hand is doing, and I had a very nasty habit of doing that. And when you do that, the devil starts to take over.
I agree with that to an extent. I do feel like you gotta have the right people around you at the same time too.
Right.
Because you should be able to tell your plans to the people that care about you and your friends and family, because they are supposed to be the ones that encourage you.
Right, exactly.
So, like with me, if somebody tell me, "Oh, I say I'm thinking about rapping," then my next thing is well, okay, I know where a studio is at. What you need, some beats, like. What's up with the rap? Where your music at? Why you ain't been pushing it? Post your music.
That's like me too. I got somebody in my life that I do that.
Yeah. So that's what we're supposed to be able to do. But my whole thing is sometimes we tell people our big plans, and then when it don't go exactly the way we thought it was gonna go, we lose the motivation, we lose the focus, we feel embarrassed because we feel like, oh, everybody just saw me fail. But the thing is, you got to just keep going.
That's it.
It's that simple.
It could be hard sometimes to wake up too, like, and find that motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People,
for sure.
TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, these platforms, they have not made it any easier either for people that really is like on a rise and coming up and, trying to be or upcoming creators. You know what I mean? Like, you could get on here and pretty much talk about anything. I mean, honestly, and this. I was looking at
that's why you got to just keep going. Like that's why you can't get discouraged. Like people, I just saw a Shark Tank where a guy went on there and he was making drawings of cats, and they wasn't even good drawings, but he was telling people, "I will draw you a cat." So people would send him all these crazy scenarios, like, "Oh, make a cat breaking into somebody's house," and he draw, but it's not like Garfield type shit. It's like little bullshit ass cartoons.
Right, he doing like skits or something.
He was getting paid for it.
Hell yeah.
He getting paid, thousands of dollars a month. He was able to sustain his lifestyle. You know what I mean? So
just drawing cats.
My thing is, it's a high tolerance for bullshit out here.
You ever watch $1 million worth of game with Gilly and Wallow? Wallow said, and that's a classic example. What you just said right there. Wallow said, you know what? If you're trying to do your podcast, you're trying to be an influencer, whatever it is you're trying to do, it don't matter what you talk about. There's a crowd out there for you. It don't matter what you talk about, what you're doing. Fact. It's a crowd out there for you, no matter what. You can talk about toenails, bro. Like, somebody is there, like, shit, I got an ingrown one. What did you do about yours? I've been dealing with mine for 10 years.
That's
like,
fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, honestly, it's just really one of those things where, it's just like me and you. We put a plan out there in motion. And it may not have went the way that we wanted it to before, but at this point now, you know, like we're here. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You execute, and that's the thing. A lot of people like they plan. You know what I'm saying? They coordinate stuff and then they don't execute. You know, execution
Yeah.
is important because if you're not executing, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna learn from your mistakes. On top of that, I definitely want to say like constructive criticism. Like,
Yeah.
I used to have a real hard time with that. And I think now, like, especially because I'm running Girls Gone Girls and I'm doing all of the things that I'm doing and I have to deal with so many different people and I have a lot of personalities that I have to deal with, you know, so it's really one of those things where, like, you really just got to be a grounded person and be able to take the constructive criticism. Because when I started the TikTok, I honestly, in my mind, wasn't expecting nothing to come out of it, like, literally. And a lot came from out of that, from me doing that. You know, so I had started with one that was like cooking. I had did cooking for dummies. Like, you know, and your handles and everything. Y'all notice your handles, your titles, you know, because I feel like we doing this segment and it's like, you know, empowerment at the same time. You know, like you have to be an attention grabber. You know, like if I'm scrolling and there's no picture that goes with it, you know, your words have to match, you know, that excitement that I'm going to get when I'm in that mode with you.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Absolutely. So y'all heard it here first. Keep going. Don't get discouraged. I mean, even if you get discouraged, you still have to keep going. And just remember, nobody wants your success more than you.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can't nobody give it to you but yourself, for real. I mean, you can always get a handout from somebody, you know, but you should never be that person that's about that. So, you know, it's a lot of footwork.
Yeah, and I feel like I meet a lot of people and it makes me more aware of myself. But I meet so many people that are like, oh, I was doing this, but then such and such said XYZ, and then so and so started copying off of me, and then XYZ happened. And it's like, you know, all that stuff can go on, but at the same time, you got to keep going. Like, fuck all that.
No matter what.
All that irrelevant stuff, whatever somebody else got going on should not impact what you got going on. Because 10 years from now, if somebody asks you, well, why didn't you do? Then it's better to be able to say, you know what, I gave it my all, it just didn't happen.
Right.
Versus saying, I stopped because somebody else.
Because somebody else, right.
Somebody else started getting on.
I went through that for 3 years with Girls on Girls. So the first 2 years, I went through that, like, really, really bad. It was really hard. I think that, like, being from out of town and coming to this city, it was not like easy adjustment, and I didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been traveling like for a long time, so I didn't expect it to be. It wasn't my first time leaving home, but coming to this city, it was real hard for me, and a lot of people really wouldn't notice because people see me and they see like I'm such a bubbly, upbeat person. You know what I'm saying? So they would never think like, you know, I just gave up, and I felt like in my mind at that time that I had to, because even like piggybacking off of what you said earlier, you know, like I've done things, you know, or put things in motion, you know what I'm saying, and then like somebody else will pop out and now like they make me feel like they was with me, you know what I'm saying, they wanted to help me, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like I tell people all the time, it's a lot of people that's from out of town that live out here and they're like, you know, like Dallas, you know, people like they stuck type shit, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like when you coming from another place, like for example, I'm coming from a place of money, you know what I'm saying, and we got all of these resources, all of this. I look at people in Dallas like, you know, they're products of their environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really don't do much. Not like speaking for all of them, but there's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like within the scene and like doing events and everything, or even if you're not doing events, just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that saying. People say like, you know, people want to see you doing good. It's never better than them. You know what I mean? Like, and that's pretty much what that aspect that you came from. Like, you don't want to say like, oh, I gave up because of somebody. Yeah, I did that. I did that 100 times in 2 years. I did that. Like, I let this city chew me up.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just being like honest. I let them chew me up. And I don't know why that happened like that, because I got a strong ass back. So I never really understood like why that was. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep your eye on it. You keep your eye on it. You know, finally I got to a point where this summer I'm like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to put my foot down and I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to just do what I got to do. It's your niche. It's your niche. That's the thing. You got a certain niche. I do events for people with social anxieties, people that have a hard time making friends and so on and so forth. So you find your niche, you go with it, and don't worry about what you think about it. Just put it out there. Just record it and look at it
Yeah.
And if it looks decent, just put it up there.
And what she's saying is so true because it's never gonna be perfect. Nope. Like it's like what I realize, like just listening to me right now, is like it's always gonna be an excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's somebody did something, somebody copied me.
Yep.
I didn't like it. It wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. Do it. The only way that you get better at doing something is by doing it.
That's right.
It's gonna suck at first. And a matter of fact, my guy D Mason, Donovan Mason, he has a studio here as well. The Ivory Place. He's produced for Mode 3. But he just put on his Facebook status the other day. He was like, your first workout is gonna be hard. Your first podcast not gonna be good. The first song you record is gonna suck. Like just basically saying the first time you do something, it won't be as good as it's gonna get. But you gotta do it. You gotta start at number 1 before you can get to number 100.
Or maybe not. I got 10 followers my first podcast, and all I did was play music.
I mean, maybe not, but you still got to do it the first time. You still got to get better at it.
Yeah.
You still gotta amplify yourself. So whatever it is that you thinking about doing, do it. Whatever it is that you're doing right now that you want to amplify, keep going. Things are gonna happen. You have a plan that will give you an outline, that gives you a general idea of what to stick to. That doesn't mean that's exactly how it's gonna go.
Right.
So you're gonna get off plan, but that don't mean stop.
No.
It means, okay, regroup, keep going. I still got the plan. I still got the blueprint. Maybe I have to readjust.
You sit back and look at you.
Exactly. So y'all need to take that with y'all throughout the rest of the week. If you smart, you'll take it with you throughout the rest of your life.
That's right.
Because that was some good games, some good motivation we just gave you. Just keep going, stay focused. And now we're gonna jump into some Reddit stories. Mm-hmm. So Supaa, this is where the truth come out. We get your opinions on things.
Yep.
We find out your thought processes.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk to some of these crazy ass people that's on the internet telling us their business.
No, for real. They be saying some wild shit, man.
Okay, so this one kind of like to just jump right into. It says, am I the asshole for requiring that guests change clothes before they sit on my furniture?
Okay. Wait. I heard of like, don't sit on my bed with your outside clothes. And I'm 100% that person. Like, don't do that. But okay, is there any background on this?
Yeah,
like,
let's get into it.
Like, is it a thing where like she means like her couches? Or?
Well, it's a guy. So it says, I'm a 20-year-old male and I live alone. I'm a very neat person. My mother kept our house pristine growing up, and I helped her for as long as I can remember. I recently moved out into my own place, and something that I started thinking about was how many germs from outside we track into our houses. I always change out of my clothes as soon as I get home, but whenever I have guests, they don't. And I have no idea where they've been or what their clothes have been exposed to. About a month ago, I bought a bunch of those clear disposable raincoats, and I started telling people who I invited over that they could bring a change of fresh clothes to change into, or wear one of the coats before they sit on my furniture. I also offer to wash the clothes that they change out of if they want to. My girlfriend doesn't have a problem with this and just started leaving clothes at my place. My mom and my little sister have been okay with this new rule too. But I invited a friend over yesterday. I told them about the clothes thing before they came. And when they got here, they were surprised that I actually enforced it and said, "You got to be fucking with me." I told them, "No, I'm serious." And then they left. They haven't answered my messages either. I was talking to my mom about it today, and she said it was pretty excessive and unreasonable to expect everybody to do. I disagree, but I'm kind of double guessing myself. Am I in the wrong here?
You going first?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what you
So Supaa's a big fucking germaphobe. Like, it's bad. But I'm gonna say this. He's definitely an asshole. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why he's an asshole on top of that. Because, dude, come on. Like, there's remedies for this. You know, you can get a steamer. You know, if it's that fucking serious, you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. You know, like, I almost died off goddamn bacteria, 14 surgeries. I get it. There's no one in the world that will understand you more than a mom that had a C-section and got sick. We get it. You know what I'm saying? Bacteria is a motherfucker. But even with that being said, I'm not. I mean, even with the damn plastic coat thing. Come on, but you know what? Back in the day, our grandparents used to have them fucking plastic covers on the couches. Get some of those and put the motherfuckers on there if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm at with it.
But to expect people to come in like, dude, I'm coming to see you for an hour and I gotta bring a change of clothes. That's fucking ridiculous. You're definitely an asshole, dude. Like, for real. Yeah.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna call you Tyler because you're giving me Tyler type of vibe. Tyler, I'm gonna have to agree with Supaa. You are. You know what? Okay. I'm not gonna say you're an asshole because your intentions seem very pure, but like, no way are people coming over your house to kick it with you, to smoke with you, to take a couple shots, and I gotta change my whole outfit. Like, what if after I leave here, I got somewhere else to go? So I gotta take these clothes off, put some other bullshit
You exhausted
on,
me. Like, just like with the whole process, he's exhausting. Is what the problem is. It's exhausting. Like with just don't have company.
Just don't have company. Just don't have or like she said, I say get some couch covers that are like that you can take off after every time somebody come over and leave. Yeah. It don't seem like you have
steam
company
your couch,
very often.
dude. If he got leather couches,
can he steam it? If he's like a germaphobe to this level, that would be every day.
Whose problem is that? But that's it. He's the one who wants people to change their clothes before they come in. This is the thing. Like, what are you gonna do on Thanksgiving?
He can't. I'm sure he.
Everybody's gonna be in raincoats. We're wearing ponchos on Thanksgiving.
Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of the comments. Top comment says, "You're the asshole and you need therapy." I don't say that despairingly at all. I sincerely think you would benefit from professional help.
Okay.
I agree.
I agree with it.
You're the asshole. You have OCD, my friend. Yes, there are germs out there, but the likelihood of them doing harm to you is near zero.
Or a bed bug, though.
But hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like 10 years ago, my grandma had bed bugs, and that shit, like, if he would have said, because I don't want to get bed bugs, I would have been with you.
I would have too. Because traumatized. I'd have been with him too. But he didn't say that though, so it's like, what the hell?
You just don't want germs. But if he would have came out here and said, I had bed bugs one time, and now when people come over, they got to change clothes, blah, 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 they got to put on, I would have been like, you know what? Fair.
Yeah.
But your ass is just crazy.
Make it a weekend thing though. Like, I'm not gonna have friends over during the week. Like, only come over like if you're like gonna stay over at night or something. That way, when you take your shit off, like you're just comfortable. You ain't gotta worry about it.
I guess my next question is: so you don't go places? He can't. Tyler don't go nowhere.
No, Tyler has to go places. There's no way.
I don't get it. So there's like you only keep your home clean.
He's a bubble boy. He's a fucking bubble boy.
I'm just like, what do you do when you go to other people's house? Because it's not that.
That is a valid ass question. Whoa. Do you see anything in the comments that like follows up on that? Like what do you do? Like, or like, can you like at him or something like and ask him like, so when you go to other people's homes, like, what do you do? Like, do you bring a change of clothes?
Oh, he does.
He does. He does. You found it just that fast. Holy fuck. So he does.
It says, I am so intrigued as to if OP takes a change of clothes when he goes to visit other homes. And OP says, Tyler says, I always have a change of clothes in a big freezer bag inside of my backpack. You never know what might happen when you're out.
What has happened to him in his lifetime? This is not just OCD.
Wait. No. He said, I don't automatically change my clothes in other people's homes other than my mom's because they don't ask me to. I would if they did, though.
What? Okay, all right, Tyler. This is a fucking double standard now.
Tyler, your ass is crazy.
No, for real. Yeah, Tyler needs a little bit of therapy there. We'll just leave him there with that because I don't know.
I'm gonna read this last comment from him and we'll jump into another one. Okay, somebody said you're the asshole not because of the rule. This is where I think you might want to check with a professional whether this is a mental issue or not. But as you are in your home, you're entitled to set these type of rules. However, you are inconsistent in your behavior and enforcement, which makes you the asshole.
Absolutely.
Are you applying the same scrutiny when you go out to other places? Right.
Absolutely.
Is what we're asking.
Yeah.
When you go shopping, are you sanitizing yourself before and after? No, just to change your clothes when you get back home. Are you changing clothes after going to the toilet? Are your guests required to do so again? Because if not, then what's the point? Yeah. Tyler says, I try to be as clean as possible in general, but I do think there's a difference between a public place, which will always be a festering germ pool, in someone's home.
Yeah, no, I don't know, Tyler. This is some bullshit now.
No. If I'm going to someone's home, I will take a hot shower and head straight there. If they ask me to change my clothes once there, I would do it. I know that I'm clean, but they would have no way of knowing for sure. I typically keep my bathroom very sterile, but I also strip down before entering anyways and jump in the shower afterwards quickly. It doesn't bother me very much when my guests use the bathroom in their clothes because I scrub it down every day and I have a sign up telling them to close the lid before they flush.
What? Okay, wait a minute. Before you move on to the next subject, I want to tell you guys something, okay? When I got sick after having my daughter, I had sepsis and MRSA. Okay. I want you guys to really, really notice and really take this and really pay attention to what I'm saying. I just made TikToks about this. Tyler is out of his mind because what he's forgetting is, I asked the doctor when I was going through that process how stuff like this happens. And he said MRSA lives on the skin. First of all, even if the doctor didn't tell me that, let's use common sense. Dude, you take a hot shower, and by the time you get out of that shower, germs are already falling on you. What the fuck are you talking about? This is like if you're gonna be a germaphobe, you got to make it make sense. Don't tell me, oh well, I take a hot shower and then I go on my way. And then on top of that, it's kind of like hypocrisy at the same time because you're not even setting those same standards like the girls say. Like you're not even doing that. Like, well, I'll do it if they ask me to. You know what I'm saying? Nah, right, like I would think that you would.
So then you're coming over their house and you know that they don't have this same rule that you have.
Right.
So that means that everybody that's come over their house is nasty and germy and sitting on the couch.
We all are if that be the case.
Right. But you're sitting on this same couch and you're okay with it. So what's the difference from when they come over your house?
Tyler needs a fucking pill.
Right.
That's
because on top of changing clothes, you would have to not only change clothes, but you would have to me, change clothes either in the in the garage, or like
right in the entry of the home?
Right in the entry of the home.
So is he like stripping down the entry of the home?
He would have
to. The house is already contaminated.
I'm just saying.
Like, that's what he doesn't realize.
Once you come from your friend's house who doesn't make you change clothes when you get there and doesn't make nobody else change clothes.
Right.
Their couch is nasty in your eyes. So then you come home and then you drag the germs all through the house to the bathroom or the bedroom. And then what? You put them in dirty clothes? You would have to change clothes right there in the entry, put them in a bag, and then take them somewhere.
And I suppose he didn't put in there like that's what he does. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's he's Tyler. Crazy. Yeah, your ass is crazy.
Tyler, you nuts, man.
You're the asshole. All right, next one says, "Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend I won't pay our bills? My boyfriend, 30-year-old male, and I, 25-year-old female, have been together for 7 years, and we live together and have a young child. He works full-time, and I work part-time because I'm in college full-time. He makes a lot more money than I do because, 1, he gets paid more, and 2, he works a lot more hours than me. He only pays our rent, and I pay the rest of our bills. I spend every single penny I make on bills and necessities, and I don't have any money left for myself or to save. I own and pay for both of our cars, utilities, credit cards, etc. He insists that it's fair that he pays the rent, and I pay the rest of the bills, even though he makes a lot more money than I do. I should also mention that what I pay in bills every month is a lot more than our rent, and he complains or tells me to work more hours when I ask him to contribute or help me financially. He still has at least $1,000 left over to save and spend after paying his share, while I have nothing. I told him I won't pay these bills alone anymore because frankly I can't afford to, and he got really mad at me. He told me all I care about is money. I explained the situation to multiple people, and some think I am an asshole. Others think he should help me more. Am I the asshole?
I want you guys to lose the dynamic of 50-50. Drop that dynamic. This is where a lot of relationships go to the left, and this is where they fall. If we're going to do 50-50, that means I'm giving you half of myself and you're giving me half of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 100-100. I'm going to say she's not the asshole. Because when you think about it, rent is one, flat payment every month. Utilities can fluctuate.
Yeah.
We don't even really know what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Like, out here, I'm just now knowing that people can do prepaid electricity.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I would never do anything like that. But not judging anyone that's watching, but for me, that's not smart. Because what that then does, it fucks me up during the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm gonna say is, she probably needs to pack her shit because it's clear that she can afford to take care of herself. Because I feel like her man is not being, and I've seen shit like this before. I don't have a lot of female friends because of my opinions with stuff like this. I mean, I don't know where it may come from, but I just feel like we're at a time, especially right now, where it's like, men turn to bitches. Like, they real life the girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they real life the girlfriends now. So it's like, I mean, all right, you pay, let's say, we'll call them Jamie and Terry. You know what I'm saying? And let's say Jamie and Terry pay, or Terry, who's the man, is paying this rent.
I was going to say, because both of those names are unisex.
Unisex.
I was like,
they're
wait,
unisex. All right, so
okay. Terry's the man.
Gotcha. Let's say John and Jamie. Even that's kind of unisex too. So John and Jessica. Okay. Let's say John and Jessica, because I'm not as good with that as you are. You be right off the top with that. But John and Jessica. So let's say, the rent is $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And John pays $2,500, and his fucking headache is gone.
Yeah.
I gotta sit up at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm counting pennies, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that John definitely is out of pocket, because what the fuck. But I also want to say this because I know that a lot of women, and I don't want to blame it on the musical artists, because this is something that was already going on before they came in. But we're at an age where, nigga, if you ain't paying, you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't agree with that motion. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you need to, like, let's not get into a relationship. Like, as a lesbian, I'm still like this too, because it's like, listen, if you couldn't afford you a Gucci bag on your own, don't come into the relationship expecting me to just go and get you one because I got it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I got. You feel me? Like, you just feel like because you're looking at a certain standpoint. But, John and Jessica is living together. So I feel like John is out of pocket. That's not even 50-50 on a scale.
To me, it's not 50-50. I'm going to also say what I realize is that 50-50 is not always fair. Like you said, it really should be based on each person's income. So we put all our bills together, and this is what I can afford to contribute, and this is what you can afford to contribute. Because for him to say he still has $1,000 to kick it with,
that's wild. That's wild. But is this weekly pay? Like, did you go through the thing? Is this weekly pay? Like, did she? Because you know how you will say to me, like, we don't really know that. So is this a thing where, like, what kind of career we talking about? You talking about he got more money than you,
I mean, to me, whether it's weekly or not doesn't really matter, because, and the reason I'm saying that is because, okay, let's say you do get paid weekly.
Okay.
You still have one lump sum that you're paying. You just have that one lump sum. So even if you get paid weekly, what that says to me is you're taking a little bit out of your check each week. So let's say, you get paid $2,000 a week. So you're taking out $1,000 or whatever every week to be able to afford the rent.
Imagine he's making $35. So like, that's crazy.
Whatever it is, you're able to say, okay, I got paid. I put away this for the rent. I still got money to go get drinks, to go hang out, to
go do whatever,
to put in my savings account. Yeah. Whereas she is living literally mouth to fist. You know what
for
I'm
real,
saying?
it's
Hand
like
to mouth,
check the check type shit.
She don't have anything, so. Like, dude, you're bogus as hell. You need to be figuring out.
Very
and
bogus.
To me, it sounds like he's very. He must be. I would like to know more about their relationship, because to me it sounds like he is jealous of her. Because when she's saying, it says he insists that it is fair that he pays the rent and I pay the rest of the bills, even though he makes a lot more money than I do. And it says that he complains. It says when I mention what I pay in bills every month is a lot more than rent, he complains or tells me to work more hours, when she knows when he knows that's not possible. She's working part-time.
Bro, what?
She working part-time and going to school full-time.
Yeah.
And they got a kid.
John gotta go.
Yeah. That's like, you bogus as fuck.
And they got a kid?
That's
fucking wild,
If
dude.
I had to assume, I'm thinking she's probably doing a majority of the child care.
I mean, hell yeah. She's saying that she's basically living like paycheck to paycheck type shit. Yeah, nah, John's bogus as shit, bro. No lie. Like, John, fuck you. That's crazy. She can't even breathe right at night. Like, going to sleep and waking up stressed.
Both of their cars, all the utilities,
and I forgot about that.
Cards.
She's paying for why?
His car note. Like, why are you paying
what
his car
the
note?
fuck?
At the bare minimum, he should be paying his own car note.
I don't
understand.
understand.
He probably got some either expensive ass pickup or some kind of expensive ass Challenger.
Something. It got to be something.
He ain't got no regular.
Have you ever heard those stories where? Because while I'm listening to you say this, like I'm thinking about this, they be having those stories where like people be testing the person that they with. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to see how far they can get away with, and they pop out like they're billionaires or something like that.
Oh yeah, I just had shared one like that not too long ago.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to stick through that process like that though, because it's like, dog, at the end of the day, again, like I'm not gonna do the 50-50 thing. This is gonna be 100-100. I don't want half of you. I want all of you. Like being aligned to me is like mentally, emotionally, financially. You know what I'm saying? That's all of that. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I've dated people that came to me with nothing.
Yeah,
I'm definitely one of those women. Like, I firmly believe like you could come to me with lint in your pocket, and that lint can turn into a house. You feel what I'm saying? I'm never like one of those women that's just like, oh, like fuck you. You can't, whatever. Because you never know like where a person is coming from. Some people are enabled, to be this kind of person. But at the same time, it's like, okay, what I'm just wondering. So I got so many questions for this. Like I really like it's one of those things that, like you said earlier before we started, like it hits you over the head because you're really trying to figure out. Like I really would have enjoyed like if she had said like what she does for a living and what he does for a living, so we could have like more of a clearer concept because we can't really
there is an update.
Okay.
So it says edited to add. A lot of y'all are asking how much the bills cost and what exactly I'm paying. Okay. The bills are about $1,800 a month, and our rent is $1,300. My credit card bills from both of our purchases are about $8,000 in total, and I have to pay for electric, gas, car payment, insurance for both cars, food, and stuff for our kid. Another thing I'll mention is I'm only going to college to get a new career so we can buy a house. He makes roughly $40,000 a year, and I will be making $60,000 to start, plus raises every year. I'm continuing my education once I get into my field and plan to earn my doctorate eventually. Once that is achieved, I will be making around $130,000 alone. He has told me before that once I finish school and make a good salary, he wants to be a stay-at-home dad, and I can support us. I don't want to be in poverty for the rest of my life, so I'm trying to create a nice life for my family.
This is fucked up, Tay. This is fucked up. You know why this is fucked up? Because, like, okay, there's a lot of stay-at-home moms. It's no fucking different. Now the tables have turned. I don't really know where to go with this now.
Let me say this. It's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home dad to me.
Yeah.
But in a family unit, y'all have to work together. So if you're saying that eventually you want to be a stay-at-home dad because her salary is going to be able to provide that, then that means right now you're making a sacrifice so that she can focus on school and not be stressed the fuck out. Because what if she gets so stressed out to the point where she like, you know what? I'm going to have to put this school shit on hold.
Yeah, because she's dealing with school, the kid.
Because I'm dealing with school, the kid, and I'm broke as fuck. My husband, my fucking husband is living La Vida Loca.
Wait, so $40,000.
He makes $40,000.
To him. This is in the present.
Right now.
$40,000, and right now she
didn't
makes
say
$60,000.
how much she makes. No.
She didn't say how much she makes.
She said once she finishes her first degree, she'll make $60,000.
She'll make $60,000.
But she wants to get her doctorate, and then she'll be making $130,000.
So let's say, like, she made maybe $30,000.
I think right now she's probably making $20,000. Because if she's only working part-time, she didn't say exactly what her job is.
Oh, she's working part-time.
If she's working part-time and going to school full-time, raising a kid, she could be working.
Depending on what kind of job she got, though, she could be making some full-time money.
I doubt it.
Thing. Man, this shit is taking us down a hole. Like, it really is taking us down a hole.
If she was
like,
making full-time money, she wouldn't be so stressed out.
I mean, not necessarily. You think about it.
I mean, she would have said that. She's making, and she said he gets paid. He makes a lot more money than I do because one, he gets paid more, so she's not making 40. And two, he works a lot more hours. So I'm thinking she's making maybe 15, 20. Like, she's
I'm a little worried about Jessica right now because
I am too.
It's like you're not. I need you to say. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
it's abuse, right? Like, kind of financial abuse.
I got two worries right now. So one being what you said, and then another one being the fact that she's talking about what he makes a year, but she's not talking about what she makes a year.
If I had to guess, I'm thinking because it's probably seems so insignificant. If she's
but I'm saying though, if you're gonna expose his though, you want the advice to be clear and correct. You would have to expose what you make a year too. What if
Well, I guess she was answering a question.
What if she makes more though? That would be a fucking that would be a plot twist.
Because she already said he makes a lot more than I do. Because one, he gets paid more, and two, he works a lot more hours. So if he's making 40, that means he's making slightly less than $4,000 a month.
Right.
She's got to be making. And she said the bills come out to $1,800.
Between 20 to 30 a year.
She's making maybe $2,000 a month.
Yeah. Rent $1,300.
And she said that the bills are $1,800.
Alone without the rent.
She says her credit card.
I heard that $8K.
The electricity, gas.
Wait, what the fuck?
Both card payments. No. Her credit card. She's in debt to her credit card.
$8K.
But she's not. She's probably paying the bare minimum every month.
Right, but she's
payment.
in debt of $8K. So wait a minute. John is watching his wife go into
fucking credit on top of student loan, and he's paying for his car, her car, both cars' insurance, food, stuff for their kid.
Man, nah. It's definitely abuse. John, you're a fucking dick. You're a dick. You need to get the fuck out.
She said, okay, there's another update. She said, I have asked my parents and my boyfriend's mother for their opinion/advice. My parents said since we are a family unit, he needs to support us and contribute more. He should be paying for most, if not all, since he's making more and I'm working less while in college. After I graduate and work, we can split the bills evenly. They said ideally, he would be the one supporting us completely and I could stay home with our young child. But he refuses to get a higher paying job, so I'm in college now to get a better paying job to help support us. I asked my boyfriend's mother, and she said we should either not live together or I should work more to pay the bills if I can't afford it. He basically agreed with his thing. So now we see where he got that.
Okay, right, exactly. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, okay. So, apple doesn't fall too far from the tree type shit.
One of the comments said, leave and get child support. He's already selfish. It'll just get worse. Not the asshole. I agree.
Yeah, no. It's definitely true because I'm just not understanding right now, like, what's going on. Why he would watch his person go into debt. That doesn't make sense.
Somebody saying, not the asshole. Why don't you pay the rent and he pays the other bills? Why are you paying for his credit card purchases and his car?
Yeah.
Why aren't you paying based on your income? Why are you with someone who is so selfish? I'm not going to lie. Okay, they don't have a huge age gap, but I think that due to their ages, I'm a bit concerned because she said they've been together for 7 years. She's 25, so she's been with this guy since she was 18.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have been 23. To me, there's nothing wrong with an age gap, but 18 and 23 it could be a very significant gap in maturity.
Yeah.
So a 23-year-old has potentially gone to college, lived away from their parents for at least 4 years.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Has potentially completed college or has at least been working for the last 4 years, supporting themselves. Like,
yeah.
They have a lot more experience.
A different sense of responsibility and things like that.
That is fresh out of high school, still currently living with her parents.
Right. So you think?
I think it
maybe
could have been.
He might have like manipulated her.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think that question where they're like, "Why are you with someone so selfish?" You've been with him for 7 years.
Why did you have a baby with this dude? Like,
he probably
that's
wasn't
crazy.
like this at first.
Like, I mean, damn. That's why I'm saying I wish I just knew more. Because it's like you just never know. Really, like those details are very important.
She said, "Okay, she did talk about her pay." Hold on. Oh, wow. Somebody said, yes, you are the asshole and a liar. There's no way that you can pay thousands of dollars in bills on income from a part-time job. You can leave him and get child support, but I doubt that you'll receive more in child support than what your rent costs. And she said, I do because I make $400 to $500 a week working about 25 to 30 hours. That's crazy. That's damn near not even part-time. So she makes about probably $14 an hour.
Get the fuck out
of here. So she's working 30 hours a week, going to school full time. So she's taking at least 2-3 classes a week and taking care of their kids.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude is on some other shit. I found one on Reddit.
Okay, what you got?
That is a while. All right, y'all. I hear a lot of people say like you cannot put a price on love or the person with. The topic of this Reddit is what amount of cash would you leave your significant other for?
Damn.
That's wild. That's wild shit, right?
That's hard.
So, okay, just ask my wife. She's 33. Well, the male is 33. Wife is 31. Married for 4 years. Been together for 7. hypothetically, if someone paid her 50 mil to never see me again, is what he asked her, would she take the money? She replies seriously that she would take the money because that's more money than she would have ever seen in her lifetime. Whoa, that's wow. For background, we own a house and live a pretty comfortable life. She says it's just a hypothetical question and that would never happen, but I'm still kind of hurt. My question is that, is there a price for the rest of you married or in a relationship? If there is a price, what would it be for you to leave your significant? Yeah, that's tough, bro. That's tough. You can't say it would never happen. What if she fucking hit the lottery for life?
But she wouldn't have to. If she hit the lottery, she wouldn't have to.
She'll leave for somebody offer 50 mil
to never see this person again.
What was it? Yeah, 50 mil.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say,
what would you do?
And as a person that like has very serious ambitions to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, I'm gonna say it really depends. If I really love that person, I'm gonna say no, because if I really have a bond and we really locked in and I'm really deep in love with you, I can't. The 50,000 wouldn't make me happy enough to be like. I mean, the 50 million.
50 mil. I'm gonna say 50.
Hold on.
Listen, it's 50 mil. Let's make sure that we're.
But still, that 50 million is not gonna be the end all be all to your happiness.
That's right. Can't buy you love.
Yeah, and then you at home by yourself lonely, and then the only people that call you is people that need something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no. If I'm in a relationship, like I said, where I'm like serious and we locked in, like to the point where we got that bond, to where I'm like, I can't see my life without you.
Right.
I need you with the 50 million because I need you to be able to enjoy it with me. So,
but you know what he's asking you is, if there was an amount, that's what he's asking. If there was an amount,
I mean, 50 million is a lot,
bro. Shit. If there was an amount, though, is what he's asking. Like, because I'm hearing you. And I totally get that. I mean, then you look at the flip side of it. What if you fuck around and hit that 50 mil, sis?
Exactly.
And then bring her with you, and she fucking roofie your ass and rob you. You never know. Like, but he's saying, what amount would you be like? Damn, I don't want to make this choice, but I'm gonna have to go on ahead with that.
If it's somebody, like I said, if it's somebody that I really love, that I'm like, that I got a deep bond with, it is no amount.
So there's no amount in the world, you're saying?
Because, okay, this is how I think about it. Okay, you gave me the 50 mil and you telling me I can never see this person again.
Mm-hmm.
What else come with the 50 mil? Because obviously it comes with some.
Well, it doesn't say that you can't see the person again. That would be completely up to you.
That's what it said. It said, and to never see them again.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
So, okay, I can't see this person ever again. But then who else knows that I got the 50 million? Does it become common knowledge right away that I got? Because like I said, then it goes from I just lost my best friend to now everybody around me wants something every single time they call me. Like, nobody calling me like, what's up, what you doing, like, let's go kick it. They calling me like, oh, I
damn, my light's about to get turned off.
Or even if it is let's go kick it, then they ain't even thought about the bill because they just know I'm gonna pick it up.
Right.
I mean, if I got 50 million, that's cool, but it's just like,
I don't think that's cool. Even if you're a millionaire, I'm gonna immediately disagree with that. If you are and this is the kind of friend
if it's my people, I'm gonna say it is cool, because if I have $50 million and I know that you make fucking 40,000 a year,
I'm still gonna disagree, because I feel like as a good friend, you know, I'm never gonna assume. I'm gonna say something, you know, just because you got that. Imagine, you know, you get this $50 million. And let's say you already got mad debt from going to college or whatever the case may be, you know.
Fuck, whatever. $50 million?
You're right.
Nah,
but I still think as a friend, be fair. You know, like, hey, friend, you know, like, you want to split the check.
That's what I'm saying. If we friends and we locked in, then, yeah, nigga, you got $50 million. You're paying for our fucking lunch at Applebee's.
Applebee's? You didn't say Applebee's.
Wherever we at. If we at Benihana's, if we at Rufus, nigga, you're paying.
Yeah, you just hit 50 bands yesterday.
You got $50 million in your bank account.
Say you right,
bro. You are paying and you're leaving a tip. Like,
and I'm mad if you tell me that you not for real. I don't like friends that don't tip good. Don't lie. Like, I understand, things is not, always going the way that you want them to. But at that case, if you can't afford the tip, don't go to eat.
Go to Taco Bell.
Don't lie. And I used to I'm in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in it, so it's like I get it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize. Like, I was getting paid like fucking $4.25 when I was working at Arlington. $4.25 an hour.
With them tips.
With them tips, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm a hell of a bartender. So them tips was where it's at. And then my boss was paying them out in cash every day. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like I had like a benefit, but I don't know, man. For me, that's so hard. I don't even know. It's hard. Because you know what? I think about the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I overthink a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was going to be an amount, so many circumstances. That's what I'm saying. Shit like this, Reddit be tearing you up, yo, for real, because it be so many circumstances. Like, what if, like, I'm in a health bind or something? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no health insurance, but going based off of what dude said, I'm gonna go with what you said, Tay. That's definitely something that I will say. You look at, people in the industry that have passed away, you know what I'm saying, that were rich and all of this, and you wonder why or whatever, they were depressed and all of this, you really can't put a price on a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? And I really, really, really want people to understand that, because social media today really makes you feel like money is everything, the camera is everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and on a serious note, like, it's really not, like, you lose a lot of stuff on this lens. Just as much as you feel like you gain, you lose. So I'm going to go with what you said. I'm going to definitely agree with the fact that if I've been with this person, shit, it could even be 5 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could feel like I'm
gonna say, if it's that one, like, we done all been in toxic relationships where you knew you should have left way sooner.
Oh yeah, bitch, you out of there. I did 50 mil, nigga. You ain't shit.
It's one of them. Oh, bitch,
you out of there.
I ain't even gotta think about it.
Call me no more. I'm just gonna stop answering.
Came and got shit. I'm almost whatever you got. Keep it.
Keep it. No. But you people attach energy to shit. I don't know, but you right though. Keep it. Fuck it.
You gonna wonder that I die.
Right.
But somebody that I could really trust, that, like I said, I'm locked in with you. We got a bond for real.
Yeah.
Nah. That would be my best friend. With but like a relationship where I'm like, oh, I should have been left this hoe.
Oh, hell yeah. She out of there. Definitely.
I'm
gonna come up with any reason, bro.
No, like, for real. I'll be so happy. Like, oh my God, I've been waiting on a reason.
No, listen, no. And I ain't gonna tell her.
Rio de Janeiro.
Right, no, for real. I'll break up with you on the beach, bitch.
Call Keisha.
Right.
I ain't never coming back.
Never coming back, bro. You so right, sis. You so right. That's some funny shit, for real. And you know what? Some people would say that sounds so shallow, for real. But it's like, because it's like, damn, like, you fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? Everything was all good. Now you got this money, and now it's like, fuck me. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you want shit. You knew
I should have left your ass too.
Yeah, you knew that. You knew what time it was. No. It's gonna be hard to get rid of it now. I fuck with that. I do. I fuck with that.
All right, y'all. So this has been the Chante Show. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, share on any platform you can find me on. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. Make sure you check out Supaa on all of her platforms as well. You want to go ahead and drop your handles?
Yeah, so on Instagram, y'all, it's Girls Gone Girls. That's girls with a Z. GON is without the E, and then Girls again with a Z. That's on Instagram. On TikTok, I am the Nosy Neighbor News. Taking this podcast journey. Facebook, I'm Pinkyy Nukkaa. And thank you for having me, sis.
Of course. All right, y'all. Y'all give us y'all opinion on these crazy ass stories we just covered, and we'll be back again.